How's it going, everyone? It's Whiplashthesnake here, bringing you another life story video. And if you're new to this channel, this is a series where we basically sit back, relax, I play some games, and we just discuss a life story that happened in my past. And basically, it's just meant to let you guys know me better as a person, know my life a little bit better, and yeah, it's just a fun little series. I hope you guys enjoy it. But today I got a pretty insane story for you guys, so I'm just going to try and keep the intro short, and let's just get right into this thing. Alright, so this story takes place about 2 years ago, and it happened at my second job at like this local restaurant. I'm just going to say this up front, me and my boss at that restaurant never really got along. We always were at each other's throats basically all the time. It just wasn't a good environment to be working at. And so I knew basically I was going to be fired at some point, but it happened to be on this day. And I knew it was going to happen the night before when I basically got a call from the major general manager of the entire place, and she told me just to come down to her store, which was by a movie theater. So the morning came and I decided I needed to go to the restaurant. Okay, the general manager's probably going to fire me, so just gotta get it over with, rip it off like a band-aid, alright? And so, you know, I drove there, parked my car, walked into the restaurant, and saw my general manager there. It was before the store had even opened, so she was the only other person there. And so she says hello to me and tells me to sit down, and she basically says, like, yeah, we're basically going to fire you, but I'm going to give you the opportunity right now to quit if you would like to, so that you can still use this job as a recommendation for future jobs. Which I guess was really cool. She gave me the option. She just didn't fire me outright, you know. She allowed me to continue using that and her as a recommendation for other jobs that I might sign up for. But, you know, either way, I was still pissed at the time, you know. I was losing my job, even though I really hated the job to begin with. But, you know, it was my source of income, basically. I was earning $9 an hour there. I was getting good hours a week. It was a good paying job for the time. And now basically I was losing it because, well, me and my boss didn't get along. And you know, I asked her, like, is there a possibility that I could have transferred to another store? And she said, no, I got reports on you saying that you weren't doing your job correctly and you were doing all this random bullshit. Which, you know, I was just like, fuck that, because I was doing my job completely correctly. And I would even, like, when we were having our fights, me and my boss, I would point out things that he himself was doing wrong. Like, he would tell me that I was taking too long to do the dishes, and then he would do the dishes, show me how fast I'm supposed to be doing them, and I'd just take a look at them, and I'm like, this is dirty, this is dirty, this is dirty, this is very dirty, this isn't clean, why are you putting this in the sanitizer? But, you know, it was just a bunch of bullshit like that, and honestly, now I'm just happy that I was out of that job at that time, because I was going through my last year of high school and I didn't need that stress. But so, of course, I chose the quitting option, and she basically just went to the back and said, alright. And she went and printed out a piece of paper that basically I had to sign to basically resign from the job. You know, it was a 2 weeks notice kind of thing, but it was for immediately, but you know what it means. So it was just like, I'm leaving the job, this is the notice. And so I signed the thing, gave it back to her, and she's like, alright, I hope you have good luck finding another job. I'll see you later, possibly. And I was like, yeah, thank you, but at this point I was just extremely pissed, you know. I just, like, huffed out of the restaurant, went back to my car, and just got in and sat there for a second, just, like, looking at the envelope that she had given me, which was basically like here's your last paycheck, here's all the stuff. She already had everything prepared. But so I sat there for a few minutes, I looked at everything, and eventually I was like, alright, whatever, I'm just gonna go home now and just enjoy the rest of my day. So I turn on my car, put it into reverse, look behind me, don't see anything, and so I just start backing out of my car. And now let me describe this area that I was in for a second. Because right beside me, on both sides, were massive SUVs. And I have like a little car, so I couldn't see past these two things. And so I'm backing up very slowly, you know, going very slowly out of this parking spot, looking back and forth on both sides, trying to see the road as I was going past these SUVs. What I failed to do was look directly behind me as I was backing up. Because by some chance, the person who was directly across from me at the exact same time as I was backing up decided to back up as well. And so the first thing I had done was look behind me. Okay, there's no one there. I'm starting to pull out. I'm looking side to side, you know, into the street, trying to see if anyone is coming down the road as I'm backing up. And so I look in my rearview mirror, and I just see the car that had been directly across from me was now in the middle of the intersection, and we had rear-ended each other when pulling out of our parking spaces. And you know, we hit each other with a pretty loud thump, and it kind of shook both of our cars. And I just kind of looked there. I sat there for a minute in complete disbelief, and I was just like, you have to be fucking kidding me. And so I get out of the car. The guy's standing there. We just like look at the cars and everything. My car was, thank God, completely fine. His, well, it had a massive dent in the bumper. It was hanging off a little bit. It was in bad shape. And so he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna need to see your, insurance and everything, and we're gonna need to call someone out here. So I went back to my car, I grabbed my license, I grabbed my insurance, I basically grabbed everything that I needed, gave it to him, he took pictures of it, he took pictures of the cars, sent it off to his insurance, and I basically did the same, while at the same time calling from my mom because I just got into a car accident, and I had absolutely no idea what I was supposed to do in this situation. And so she shows up, she like takes a look at both the cars, and she's like, how the fuck did you manage this? And so basically, from then on, it was a just major ordeal with the insurance companies, you know, trying to get through with it. Luckily, the guy didn't sue us at all. The insurance basically covered everything. And because the entire accident happened in a parking lot, it was like nobody's fault. It was like a no-fault zone, so we got off pretty easily there. And basically, it was just an entire ordeal with the insurance afterwards, you know, trying to get through whose fault it was, trying to get through the damages and everything. Luckily, the insurance covered everything for his car. My car needed no work at all, so we didn't even make a claim. And I was switching insurances at the time that this happened, and we had just gotten an offer for my rate, and so my rate didn't even go up because of this accident. I don't even think that went on my record, really. Yeah, basically that was the story of how I got into an accident the day I got fired from my job. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like on this video, and if you really enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. Be sure to check out yesterday's video, which is playing on screen right now, and if you'd like to, follow me on my social media. I post there sometimes. But real quick, I just want to say, guys, thank you all for over 8,000 subscribers. That is completely insane. We are near double my year-end goal. What the heck? Where did you all come from? And also, I saw a lot of people complaining about my audio, so I bought a Blue Yeti, so please tell me if you enjoyed it a little bit better in this video. But thank you again, everyone, for watching. I will see you guys on the next one tomorrow. Whiplash, signing out.